we talked about romance scams. So romance scams feel deeply personal to people. And then how do victims emotionally recover from that?
Yeah, that can be a tricky situation for someone to be in,
Yeah.
especially if they've formed that connection that the person is real and then that person has those feelings back towards them.
Yeah.
And that's again the tactic used by the scammer on the other side. So it's very real and very reasonable for that person to feel a sense of loss or mourning after that, and that's natural. It's I suppose it's about trying to remind yourself that the person, maybe they do that almost as their I'm not going to say profession, because being a scammer is not a profession, but they do that day in, day out. That's still maybe no comfort to the person. So there are supports available to people. We have victims of crime assistance that we can assist people with as well. Dinesh mentioned around reporting. So there's cyber.gov.au where people can go to report scams as well. Even if they haven't lost any money, they can go there and say, look, this was an attempted scam. This is the tactic they used. This is where it came from. Things like, if they're savvy enough, they might have things like IP addresses, or they might have email addresses, phone numbers. All that stuff can be duplicated, and it can be, people can scam those things, but still it helps us as a community to try to prevent it from happening to the next person as well. So again, getting support from people around you as well. So I've spoken to people that have been affected by scams, and there is a sense of denial for some people as well. They think, no, this couldn't happen to me. They showed a lot of care and attention, compassion towards me. I don't believe it. So it's about having those trusted people and listening to them. So, your close family and friends, they have your best interests in heart. If somebody's scamming you, they will try to convince you, no, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm the person for you, etc. So you really need to trust those people around you and listen to their advice and get their support when it comes.
That's a really good point. So they try to get emotional, and they don't ask you for money straight away. So they try to build that trust over a period of time. And even if they are in the wrong, you're going to go and defend them, saying that no, they're right. So that's the sort of tactics that they use as well.
It's like manipulation, emotional
100%.
Manipulation.
Especially if you have got no friends, family, or no associates or anything at all, unfortunately, then only one person is talking to you, then you'll feel really comfortable talking to that person, and then you'll go a long way to support them, even if they are in the wrong.
The other thing to remember is a lot of frontline bank staff are trained to pick up on key indicators as well. So when someone comes to a teller to transfer money, especially when it's cryptocurrency and things like that, they will ask a set amount of questions about where this is going to, how well do you know this person, and things like that. And that's where sometimes, a lot of people avoid it, because, again, the bank teller isn't emotionally invested in what you're going through, whereas you are, and you can't see it for what it is. So a lot of scams are actually stopped at the bank teller, and they won't transfer the money. Once they speak to the manager and say, I think this is a scam, they look into it and find out, and they do the research as well, and they find out it's not the case.
That's a really good point, because I can relate to that, because of course when you're coming overseas as a migrant, you work hard and do whatever you have to do, and then you send money overseas to support your family and things like that. First time when I went to the bank, Dinesh, I was trying to withdraw money so that I could send money overseas. And the bank staff asked me so many questions. It's like, why you want to do it? What's the reason? And stuff like that. It's like, wow, so many questions. At that point in time, I didn't realize the importance of it. But in hindsight, when I look back, well, it's actually valid. They're trying to protect me, which is why they ask you so many questions. We go to a bank, we go to any place, people ask questions. We get offended so easily or get uncomfortable, but they're all trained professionals. There's a reason why they ask you questions. So treat them with respect, and they know what they're doing. So just leave that in their hands, and they'll deal with the situation.